Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to this channel. If you're here, you're probably into self-care, personal growth, and becoming the best version of yourself. But what if I told you that sometimes self-care actually translates into something else? Something that could be holding us back and not lifting us up. Today, we are diving into the topic of something that is very sneaky and that many fall into, called self-coddling. Think of it as self-care gone wrong. It's when you excessively pamper yourself or coddle yourself. It's when you excessively comfort or pamper yourself to the point that you avoid challenges, growth, or any form of discomfort. So let's explore the 5 signs that you might be a self-coddler, not self-caring, and how you could shift towards true self-love. Hello, my name is Gigi. I am a certified yoga instructor and a meditation teacher and have been for the past 12 years. So let's dive into it. Sign number 1 that you are a self-coddler is that you only do what is comfortable. Imagine this scenario. Your crush has just asked you to go on a hiking date. This is something that you've been dreaming of, but hiking, that's not your thing. So you start feeling anxious about the thought of not being able to keep up. Maybe you might even embarrass yourself. You might even have thoughts of embarrassing yourself up there. So you tell yourself that your social battery is low. You need to have a chill night in, and then you decline. Sure, it feels like you're practicing self-care by resting, but the disappointment lingers, and you wonder what you've missed out on. This is a classic sign of self-coddling. Self-help content creator Kat Aleph explains that coddling reinforces a lack of self-trust. Real self-care isn't just about comfort. It's about showing up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. By saying no, you're avoiding a chance for self-development or a challenge. By saying no, you're avoiding a chance to develop self-confidence or to bond with someone special or even to discover a new part of yourself. So next time, ask yourself, am I choosing comfort over courage? Sign number 2 is always needing to be just perfect. Have you ever met someone who gets defensive at the mere suggestion that they could be doing something wrong? They brush off feedback, insisting they're just too kind or just the victim. There's obviously a time and a place for feedback, and if someone's quite vulnerable, maybe it's not the best time for feedback, so you gotta read the room. But in this instance, it's like the scene of the movie Persuasion, where Mary deflects any responsibility, saying, I'm just too kind and I suffer from it. This mindset is rooted in coddling, where you avoid acknowledging your flaws. True self-love involves embracing your whole self, including the messy and the imperfect parts. It's about being honest with yourself and working on your weaknesses, not ignoring them. When you catch yourself deflecting criticism or denying your mistakes, stop and ask yourself, am I coddling myself to avoid the discomfort of growth? Sign number 3, low self-esteem. Let's talk about how self-coddling impacts self-esteem. If you were raised, perchance, by highly overprotective parents who removed every single obstacle from your path, you might have been conditioned to think that you cannot handle difficult things on your own. Neuroscientist David Rock explains that kids develop self-esteem by facing challenges and realizing that they are capable human beings. Without these experiences, you might grow up feeling overwhelmed by obstacles, doubting your own abilities. Self-help content creator Kat Aleph calls this brindle coddling, a form of overprotectiveness that lingers into adulthood. The result? You hesitate to take risks or try new things because deep down, you've been taught that you are not enough. Recognize this pattern and start challenging yourself in small ways. Prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. Sign number 4, feeling entitled. Ever heard of helicopter parenting? These are parents who hover, never allowing their kids to face discomfort. Journalist Taylor Bennett describes how this type of upbringing fosters entitlement and dependence. As an adult, you might find yourself constantly seeking validation and support because you never learned how to overcome problems independently. This cycle of self-coddling can create unrealistic expectations of the world around you. You might expect constant comfort and reassurance from others instead of building those skills within yourself. The first step to breaking this cycle: practice self-reliance. Face discomfort head on. Embrace the fact that life won't always cater to your needs, and that is a-okay. Sign number 5 that you might be self-coddling yourself. Thinking self-love must be relaxing. Picture this. You've had a rough day, and the idea of going into the forest for a nature walk just seems too exhausting compared to the comfort of curling up with snacks and binge watching one of your favorite television shows. But here's the twist. Real self-love isn't always about relaxation. Sometimes it's about doing what you dread because it's what you need. Ever notice how you feel lighter after talking to a friend or a therapist, even if it was hard to open up? And how the world feels a bit quieter after a late night drive, away from all the noise? That's because true self-care pushes you out of your comfort zone. It's not always easy, but it is worth it. So there you have it, 5 signs that you might be self-coddling instead of truly caring about yourself. Remember, self-love isn't always about doing what feels good. It's about doing what's good for you in the long run. Embrace challenges, be honest with yourself, and trust that you can handle whatever life throws your way. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if it resonates with you, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Until next time, take care, and just be sure not to self-coddle yourself too much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.